if you have a budget of $10, you're not buying Stu Mac. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. You don't have to, and you can't obviously with $10. But can you do it? Yeah, I've done a full setup on a guitar using just dollar store tools. You can get Harbor Freight tools. You can make your own tools.
The Know Your Gear podcast.
Have you ever heard of the Frtlzr Fret Shaper? It's a German solution for spot leveling with sandpaper, like a Frtkisser or a U-file. I'm looking it up right now. Frtlzr, because I just want to make sure it's not the tool I have, because I bought one and I don't remember what it's called. I buy a lot of tools. Fret Shaper. Come on. Okay, Fret Shaper. I'll show you guys what it is. This is not what I have. Okay. So let's take a look at this. So this is it. So it looks like it's on sale for €24.90. So that's $3,000 American. I'm just kidding. Easy to use, level single frets, eliminate buzzing. Cool. I don't know. I mean, it's a good price. So if it works good, it's worth checking out for sure. So I don't know what it's made out of. I mean, it looks like plastic. I have a, does it say what it's made out of? Crafted precision. Okay. Right. Well, what's it made out of? I'm really nervous around plastic tools. It has nothing to do with, most of you guys will get away with plastic tools, no problem. Me, longevity-wise is a problem, but also where I live, it's very hot, and plastics as a whole do not hold up over time. Here. It doesn't say. I don't really see it. I'm looking at it close. I mean, it looks like some kind of carbon fiber or carbon composite, something. I don't know. So it looks interesting. And you use a piece of sandpaper. So why do you need this if you're using the sandpaper? I guess that would be my question. I guess I did a video where I showed, the Stu Mac guys weren't happy with it, I don't think. I don't get the vibe they were. Where I showed you can use the standard fret rocker and sandpaper versus the Frtkisser. A few months ago, I showed you this amazing tool called the Frtkisser. This is by Stu Mac. Now, currently, Music Nomad doesn't have a product like this. What this is a fret rocker, like we just used on the 9th fret right here. So here's a fret rocker showing its height. The Frtkisser is a fret rocker, also has diamond file on it. And so that when you find a spot, I've showed this before, you can just file down that spot. Okay. Now, there's a ton of different ways. If you don't want to spend $100 for a Frtkisser, you can make one with sandpaper using about 350 to 400 grit. In the past, what would happen is you would use something like the Frtkisser, and then you could use like the Z file, and you could just round over the fret. But what they did at Music Nomad is they made it pretty much dummy proof. So let's go ahead. These are jumbo frets. That's 12 fret. What you can do on this one, in fact, I dare say better than the other frets. I'm not kidding. This fret is more rounded than these other ones, which again is going to improve everything from intonation to playability. So the question was, which one do I prefer? I can tell you this: if given the choice, if me given the choice of the two, I would have picked just this one. The Frtkisser is really just faster because you don't have to painter's tape off anything. You don't have to make sure anything's fine. You can just go and hit things and go because it's made precisely, with precision. It's very, very good quality tool, and it's got some weight to it. The weight is really nice when you're doing it. So, I mean, granted, it's a luxury item, as a tool. It's a luxury, it's a little bit nicer, but I mean, you can use that. It's cool, but I mean, you can just use a fret rocker with sandpaper. I used a fret rocker with sandpaper for forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, and the Frtkisser was just about convenience. It's just easy, it's quality, it's good. The thing you guys got to understand, and I just want to kind of hit this when it comes to tools. There's a lot. I've done every, at this point in all the years, I've done every variation of video. I've done the how-to, like, here's how you basically use a stapler and good luck and you make a thing, I've done it where you're like, here's Amazon tools. I've done the dollar store where I'm like, I bought tools at the dollar store. I've shown every way you can do a possible scenario. And I always say this, you use what you got, because it's what you got. If you have a budget of $10, you're not buying StewMac. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. You don't have to, and you can't obviously with $10. But can you do it? Yeah, I've done a full setup on a guitar using just dollar store tools. You can get Harbor Freight tools. You can make your own tools. Almost all of the StewMac tools are tools that some luthier made they put it together, or they fashioned it, or they modified it, and then StewMac's like, let's make that, for other people so that they can have it too. And then what happens is, over time, some luthiers didn't know about it, or guitar techs, but also it's because it's just easy. So it's just easy, it's easier to click a button and have something delivered than try to fashion your own tool. But the one thing that I will always say is, and I've shown it many times in all the videos, you can use whatever works for you. However, I would never let a customer give me their $4,000 guitar and then use any kind of those hacks on it. I'm just telling you, that's why I'm always using proper tools when I'm doing the work. So when you see me doing work, I'm always going to using the best tools I can possibly find, because first of all, if you mess up a job and you have to fix the job, you can't make any money. It's not possible. You can't spend 3 hours fixing a problem that should have been a 30-minute job. Repair work is vastly underpaid by far, in my opinion. Even though the rates have skyrocketed, it's still one of the lowest paid types of repair jobs out there. Especially even if you're a good tech, it's still a hard angle to do, because there's not a lot of money to have if there's mistakes. In other words, you can't afford mistakes. And so anything that can help you work a little faster, a little better, and not make mistakes is definitely going to pay its dividends. So that's all. So with this, I would say, yeah, if it works, you can use that with a piece of sandpaper. You can use, like I said, a regular fret rocker and a piece of sandpaper. That's not a problem at all. Like I said, I've done a ton of videos of that, and that works. Like I said, I did it for years. The fret kisser is just more of a convenience, and it's a good quality tool that will work every time. So that's why I use it. So again, it's just whatever works. Yeah, somebody says we should build a guitar with a stapler and some super glue and see how it gets gone wrong. So, but yeah, StewMac tools are expensive, and that's why it's a good idea to find alternatives. You can find alternative tools. That's why I like doing those videos. We talked about that on the clinic last week. We were talking about a tool that I bought off Amazon that I said was better than Sweetwater. It's been years, or StewMac, and I still swear by that, which is the fret bender. And even when I did that video publicly, that's why we were talking about it, the StewMac guys reached out and said, Phil, I think you understand, our tool is made in the USA and it's really good quality. And I'm like, I have both. I'm telling you, the Amazon one I cannot find where it's different. And now it's been 4 or 5, 6 years in hindsight since doing that, doing that video of it. And I still that's the one I use. So there is tools out there. You don't always have to buy StewMac stuff, but the fret kisser is a very good quality product for what it is. So if you like this clip and you'd like to watch another one, you can click right here. And if you want to see the entire episode of the podcast, you can click right there. As always, thank you for your time and know your gear.